welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new to this channel, hi, my name is Osho and I'm a content creator here in Lagos, Nigeria, and I create content related to everything that you guys see here on my YouTube channel. And today, guys, we're going to be doing another YouTube growth video. So we're going to be talking about how to make more engaging YouTube videos in 2020, and I'm going to be sharing 10 tips with you guys. So basically 10 tips on how to make more engaging YouTube videos in 2020. So if you guys would like to know what these tips are, please do keep on watching. Alright guys, welcome back. So I said tips because, right, the last YouTube growth video I did, it was more about, gadgets, choosing whether to get a camera or to keep using your phone for YouTube. Now today is going to be about, the actual content itself. Now if you've not seen that last video, I will link it up here for you guys to watch. But today we're talking about the actual content of your video. So this is regardless of if you use a camera or if you use an actual mobile phone. It's about what is in your video, as long as you can draw an audience and keep the audience and make it engaging. This is what this video is about today. So I'm sure by now you guys know that YouTube is really about how visually engaging your content can be. Like literally, it's like, even if you have great sound, right, we're here to watch, we're here to see you, so you have to make your content as visually engaging as possible. So now the very first tip I have for you guys is look at your content and personality quality first. So when I say content quality, I'm sure you guys know what I mean. It's like, is your content good enough for somebody to keep on coming back to your channel? Because here's the thing, right? Sometimes it's not really about, oh, do you have huge subscribers? It's, do the subscribers you already have, the ones that watch your videos, do they keep coming back? Do you understand what I mean? That's it. Your content quality, your personality quality, they will come back for one of two reasons. It's either they're coming back because they love your personality, or they're coming back because they love your content. Alright guys, so the next tip I have for you is you need to create a plan for each video and how it will run. Start from the very start. Yeah, I just used tautology, but it's cool. Start from the very beginning. Trust me, no matter how irrelevant you think a video is, do you understand? It pays when you don't come here and ramble. You already have things arranged. And here's the thing, life doesn't always work out the way we plan it. Do you understand? But guess what can work out the way you plan? Because I'm not saying it necessarily would, but it can work out the way you plan it. And that is when you've scheduled and arranged how you want each thing or each topic or each idea or each thing that you're talking about in your video. When you have it properly written out, that way you don't come here and beat around the bush and go up and down, and you're not really giving us anything. So guys, if you don't plan your content, and I'm not saying for those of you that don't plan, you give us shitty content, I'm not saying that, right? But what I can assure you is when you start planning your content, even before you drop it, I'm sure you will notice a difference. Like, if you don't notice a difference in anything else, I am sure that when you see how easy it is when you've planned out your content, you will see that there's an ease of flow. There's a smoother way things run for you. Legit guys, this is no jokes, and this one I'm not even playing around here. I'm very, very serious about this. When you plan your content before you do it, things 9 times out of 10, things will be a lot more easier. Alright guys, so the very next tip I have for you is watching your favorite content creators. Now, what happens when you watch your favorite content creators is, if you were watching them on YouTube before, maybe because, oh, I like them, or I like their vibe and stuff, or it's about the content, when you start paying more closer attention, you would actually begin to see how they can, kind of inspire you to also make better content for your channel. There's this YouTuber that she's been very relevant in the beauty niche for a very long time. Her name is Jackie Aina. Now Jackie Aina has been in the beauty industry for more than 10 years, but you want to know why everybody keeps watching Jackie Aina's video over and over again, except from the fact that Jackie has a great personality. It's the fact that Jackie has gotten better over the years with her content, right? I love what Jackie does nowadays with her edits. She's playing with the zoom, she's playing with the extra boo 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 boo, she's doing the reverse, she's doing anything to make your content better. Do it, right? As long as it's not illegal, sha. Do you guys get what I mean? But anything to make your content great, anything to make it better than what it was, what the last content was, do it. And if one of it is watching your favorite content creators, maybe it kind of puts you in the mood, go ahead and do it, as long as it will initiate a better content idea. Please, my dear, go ahead and do it. The next tip I have for you guys is mixing up your visuals with cuts, zoom in, reverse, fast forward, whatever other visuals are relevant to the video or relevant to what you're talking about. So for example, if I want to reverse everything I just said now, you know, you guys may not even be expecting it, but what it's going to do is it's going to help you people will stay glued to whatever it is I'm doing. So for example, if I decide to zoom in and then zoom back out, it gives you something to be excited about, right? If right now I decide to start throwing text on the screen, all I'm trying to do is make sure that you guys stay glued to my screen. I'm just trying to keep you engaged for as long as possible, because I over here try to make sure that my average view duration is rising higher than 6 minutes, you know, to 8 minutes, is rising to 9 minutes. Of course, I know it's a lot of hard work, right? But you gotta do what you gotta do, because you never know which one will work. You never know which one is actually going to make a lot of sense to the kind of subscribers that you have. So the next tip on how to make engaging YouTube videos in 2020 is adding effects, titles, and transitions to your videos. So for example, I'm talking about how to make more engaging YouTube videos, right? Right now, all I just did was give you guys text representation, apart from audio representation and video that you're getting. Is also putting something on the screen, because according to what some people say, things that you're seeing, you know, text that you're seeing, pictures that you're seeing, images, whatever it is that enhances your understanding, makes it a lot more easier for you to engage with it. You know, I can also decide to use the sliding transition. I can decide to go up, go down, you know, do the whirl transition, do the fade in transition, whatever I think is the best for that particular part of the video. Guys, please, let's not go ahead and start misusing titles or misusing transition or misusing text. Do you guys get what I mean? You've got to make sure that whatever you're using works with the video or whatever it is you are talking about. So the next tip I have for you is to check your analytics to see what you're doing right or wrong. For example, on my channel, my average view duration is between 6 to 8 minutes. It varies. Sometimes it even goes less than that, and then you see it in YouTube Studio where it's saying below average view duration. Do you guys get what I mean? So it's like, what am I doing before I lost the viewership, you know, the retention? What was I doing after I lost the retention? So that way it can also help you. Like I said in the beginning, it's also from your pre-production, right? So if you've already looked at your ABD and you've already seen that, okay, at 6 minutes 30 seconds typically people begin to leave my videos. Now you might have to plan that at that 6 minutes 15 seconds you do something. So the next tip I have for you guys is use relevant words and make sure you keep your words short and simple. Now, let me just put out the disclaimer that I don't think this works for everybody. You know, there's some things that, see guys, let me just come out and say it. The kind of person I am, I like to explain and explain and explain and try to get you to understand what I'm talking about. But I've gotten to figure out that with time, right, as long as you know you are adding value, try to keep your words as quick, short, precise as possible. Like, I'm about to tell you guys about something that happened to me today, and I'm going on and on about, oh, like today was such a mess, oh, today wasn't so good, and it's like, okay, so what happened today? Like, I got robbed today. Literally, that was what happened, right? It's okay for you to try to explain, you know, how you currently feel, but sometimes what happens is when you're going on too much about what you're about to explain, like I'm doing right now, you can begin to lose, like people will begin to lose interest in your video, and you don't want that. Yeah, you don't want that. Nobody nobody wants that. Moving forward, so the next tip I have for you guys is show and not tell. For example, you're a vlogger, you're a lifestyle vlogger, you like to, you know, create videos about yourself, what's going on in your life. Let me come closer to you guys. Okay, so what you don't want to do a lot of times is take us through your day by only talking. No, that, and some people call this using B-rolls. You want to create a story, and I'm sure you guys would like to know, if you're new to this channel, right, and you've not seen maybe some of my lifestyle vlogs, I would advise you that you go and watch them because my lifestyle vlogs are fun. Anyways, so what you want to do is show and not tell. For example, I'm about to make rice and, you know, beef sauce. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to raise the pepper, I'm going to do whatever I need to do. I'm just coming to you and say, guys, I want to make rice and pepper and meat sauce, but I don't even know. I think I'm just going to go and make it. I'll be right back. You can choose to not do that, right? And switch it up. You don't just say, guys, let's go and make rice and sauce.
A lot can happen in a day. Put a man on the moon. Take a life away. And give birth to a new.
And you can even do these things like with all the necessary sound transitions and the necessary cuts and rewinds and the slow motions, and you're making us be like, okay, so what's next? What does she do next? What does she do next? Literally, that's it. And like that's essentially what B-rolls are. For example, you're telling us, oh, I'm about to go out and get groceries. You just said it. Why don't you just put your camera somewhere, head out? Of course, we can see you walking out, we can see you walking into the Uber, we can see you arriving at the grocery store, we can see you shopping for things. That is just like another way for you to tell your story without having to talk, and you can just show us instead. Do you guys get what I mean? Now, the last tip that I have for you guys is use relevant sound effects, sound pop-ups, and sound bed. Now, sound bed is also what some of you know as soundtrack or underground music or background music or whatever other English you guys call it. But basically, if I'm popping up a text, right, and I'm sure I am trying to work on my engagement level, I can just decide to use a pop-up sound. You know, I'm putting on a text, I'm putting on maybe like I'm calling somebody, like let's say I'm doing a vlog where I'm calling somebody, I can just put the sound, you know, and that kind of like, oh, okay, she's calling somebody. So if you were just playing my video and you were not looking at it, you were just listening to it, it makes you want to be like, oh, what's she doing? Do you guys get what I mean? So that's definitely something that can help you. And then the other thing is using the relevant sound bed. So I'm about to put a soundtrack on my video. What I'm about to do is make sure I'm not putting the wrong soundtrack for the wrong event or sequence of things about to go on. And even if it's a sit down video, you want to make sure that you go through YouTube audio library, go through any other source that you guys get your songs from. Now, for example, I get my songs from Thematics, I get my song from Epidemic Sound, I get my song from YouTube itself, from audio library. I just go around surfing and looking for songs. I'm actually going to do a dedicated video on how I research for sound when it comes to my vlogs, because I know that, you know, I've had a lot of people DM me and say, oh, I like the song you used in this one, where did you get it from? I'm like, oh, I kept on looking for something because I figured, you know, what I'm looking for, I have not gotten it. Do you guys understand? So using the relevant or the right sound pop-ups, the right sound effects, or the right sound bed for your video is very, very, very important. Alright guys, guys, so we've come to the end of today's video. So I would like to just say that if you guys have any other video ideas for me, things that you guys would like to see me give you information I have on about here on YouTube, please let me know them in the comments. And of course, if you're new to this channel, do not forget to join this lit gang. Don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to subscribe by joining this lit gang. And of course, I'm very sure that you would enjoy my content. This is a YouTube growth video, so I'm going to link another YouTube growth video for you in the description down below. And of course, after this video, you can wait for the end screen where you get to see other videos that I will suggest to you. So until I see you guys in my next video, my name remains Osho. As always, I won't lie, it feels good to be back. Remember to be good and be kind. Bye guys.